Have you ever experienced profound heartache, chest tightness, or sleepless nights before a loss even occurs? If your beloved pet is facing their final chapter, if they are aging, sick, or terminally diagnosed, you are likely experiencing a unique and often confusing emotional state known as anticipatory grief. This isn't just sadness, it's the cruel paradox of grieving an attachment while the source of that love is still physically present. It's a relentless emotional seesaw, immense gratitude for this moment, immediately followed by the crushing weight of the coming void. Unlike conventional grief, which begins after death, anticipatory grief starts the moment the end becomes visible. It can lead to anxiety, depression, guilt, and a desperate desire to somehow fix the timeline. To heal, we must first understand why this bond is so profound. The answer lies in attachment theory. This is the same deep biological wiring that binds a child to a parent. Your brain doesn't see your pet as just an animal. It registers them as a core, irreplaceable attachment figure. Studies have shown that interacting with your pet releases oxytocin, the cuddle hormone, reinforcing a bond built not on obligation, status, or language, but on pure, unwavering, non-judgmental acceptance. This is why the pain is valid. This is why you must give yourself permission to feel it. The love is real, and therefore the pain is real. Our purpose in this guide is to transition that raw, confusing pain into intentional, loving action, to prepare your heart and mind so that when the time comes, you are left not with regret, but with the quiet, profound peace of knowing you did everything right. One of the biggest emotional burdens of anticipatory grief is the constant, paralyzing question, is it time yet? Am I keeping them here for me or for them? When we are overwhelmed by love and fear, objectivity vanishes. To combat this emotional turmoil, we must rely on a set of objective, veterinarian-approved tools. The most widely accepted framework is the Quality of Life Scale, often known as the H5M2 scale. This scale provides a framework for tracking your pet's physical and emotional status, turning subjective anxiety into measurable, actionable data. Here is a detailed breakdown of the 7 core categories you must evaluate daily. 1. Hurt or pain. Is the pet's pain adequately managed? Are they still able to relax, or are they constantly panting, restless, or trembling? If pain cannot be controlled, it's a strong indicator of declining quality of life. 2. Hunger or appetite. Does your pet still want to eat on their own, or do you have to force feed them? A true loss of appetite for multiple days is a critical sign of systemic failure. 3. Hydration. Is the pet drinking enough water, or are they consistently dehydrated? Dehydration rapidly accelerates discomfort and decline. 4. Hygiene. Can they keep themselves clean, or are they lying in their own waste? Do they need constant cleaning? Dignity is a huge component of quality of life. 5. Happiness. Does the pet still show joy? Do they greet you? Do they enjoy their favorite activities, even in a modified form? Do they wag their tail or purr, even briefly? This is a measure of their emotional spirit. 6. Mobility or movement. Can they get up and move around without excessive struggle or pain? Can they still reach their favorite spots? Mobility is crucial for their sense of independence. 7. More good days than bad. This is the ultimate metric. Are the days they experience comfort, joy, and peace consistently outnumbered by the days filled with suffering, restlessness, or isolation? Sarah, a lifelong pet owner, faced this dilemma with her 15-year-old Labrador, Buddy. Buddy's mobility was gone, and he refused most food. Sarah felt paralyzed, thinking, "I can't take away the little joy he has left." After using the H5M2 scale, she saw that despite a 10 out of 10 for happiness when she was directly petting him, every other score was low. He couldn't move, he was constantly incontinent, and his pain was creeping back. The scale showed her that his life was 80% struggle. It wasn't a choice of if it was time, but a calculation of when she would let him go. The objective data gave her the emotional distance she needed to move from guilt to clear-headed compassion. By using a tool like this, you reframe the conversation. You are not deciding when your pet dies. You are evaluating when their suffering outweighs their comfort. This shift in perspective is the most critical psychological preparation you can make.
For many, the most painful aspect of this anticipatory period is the knowledge that you may have to choose the timing of their passing. Society often fails to recognize the immense moral stress of this decision, sometimes leading to crippling guilt, especially for those who feel they gave up on their friend. We must reframe this process immediately. When a pet has a terminal illness or chronic unmanageable pain, choosing euthanasia is not a failure. It is the final act of love, the last, kindest choice you can make for a friend who would never choose suffering for you. In a world where your pet relies entirely on you for their well-being, the greatest gift you can give them is a peaceful exit from an aging or broken body. Planning for peace. Preparing for the logistics can drastically reduce emotional chaos in the moment. The setting. If possible, choose an in-home euthanasia. Being in their favorite spot, surrounded by familiar scents and people, drastically reduces their anxiety and stress in their final moments. The presence. Decide who needs to be there. Will it be too difficult for your children? Will your other pets be allowed to say goodbye? Planning this ensures everyone is present or protected as needed. The final goodbyes. Take time. Give them a special last meal. Chocolate, a hamburger, whatever they love. Tell them every wonderful thing they ever did for you. Focus on giving them your calm, loving energy. They will feel that peace. Mark wrestled with intense, consuming guilt over his 17-year-old cat, Cleo. Cleo had stopped eating and had been diagnosed with kidney failure. Mark kept telling himself, "I should try one more treatment." His veterinarian gently helped him see that Cleo was ready, but Mark was not. When the day came, Mark chose to have the procedure done at home, on Cleo's favorite sun-drenched blanket. He held her close, describing their best memories together until she was gone. Mark still felt sadness, but the crushing guilt vanished. He realized his love gave her a beautiful life, and his last, hardest decision gave her a beautiful exit. He was left with profound mourning, but not regret. Remember Mark's story. The immense courage it takes to put your pet's needs above your desire to keep them is the ultimate display of unconditional love.
The physical absence of your pet leaves a sudden, deafening void. A critical part of psychological preparation is transitioning from focusing on the loss to honoring the connection. We call this memorialization, and it is key to finding closure. Practical memorialization rituals. The memory box. Gather sacred items, their collar, a favorite toy, a lock of fur, the little notes you wrote to them. This box serves as a physical connection point, a tangible place to hold your love. The tribute. Write a letter to your pet, detailing your favorite adventures, things they taught you, and all the thank yous you never said. Read it aloud. This ritual creates emotional release and finality. Plant a legacy. If you choose cremation, place the ashes, or a small portion, beneath a tree, a rose bush, or a favorite garden spot. The idea that their energy is nourishing new life is incredibly powerful and comforting. Supporting the others in your home. Talking to children. Never say the pet ran away or went to sleep. Use clear, age-appropriate language. Buddy's body was sick and he needed help so he wouldn't feel pain anymore. Allow them to participate in memorial rituals like drawing a picture or picking the perfect river stone for a tribute. Your remaining pets will notice the absence. They may search, whine, or become clingy. Maintain their routine as much as possible, and if appropriate, allow them to view the deceased pet's body. This confirmation of the death can shorten their own period of searching and confusion. Lisa had a vibrant, long-lived parakeet named Pip. When Pip passed, Lisa felt an unexpected, intense sadness. People often minimize the loss of a small bird. To validate her grief, Lisa created a beautiful, permanent tribute. She used Pip's favorite perches, toys, and a few feathers, and created a memorial garden on her patio, centering the spot where Pip's cage used to sit. This dedicated space allowed Lisa a daily, peaceful ritual, a quiet moment to connect with Pip's memory. It wasn't about sadness, it was about honoring the small, powerful life that shared her home. It helped her feel that the relationship didn't just end, but transformed.
The final phase of preparation involves protecting your own heart during the healing process. Your grief is often complicated by disenfranchised grief, a term for pain that is not openly acknowledged, validated, or supported by society. You might hear dismissive comments like, "It was just a cat, you can get a new one," or "It's time to move on." This lack of validation forces many pet owners to grieve in isolation, often prolonging or complicating the healing process. Your grief is legitimate. Your love was not just anything. Critical self-care strategies. 1. Find your support niche. Seek out others who get it. This means online communities, local pet bereavement groups, or specialized hotlines. Connecting with people who have walked this path is essential to feeling seen and understood. 2. Maintain physical health. Grief is physically exhausting. It lowers your immune system, impacts sleep, and drains your energy. Commit to basic self-care. Hydrate. Try to move your body daily, a walk, a stretch, and prioritize sleep. 3. The question of a new pet. Do not rush this decision. A new pet should never be a replacement for the one you lost. Wait until you can genuinely welcome a new life for its own sake, not as a desperate attempt to fill the void. Only when you can celebrate the memory of your old friend without paralyzing sorrow are you ready to open your heart again. Your final act of love for your pet is the grace you give yourself to heal. The depth of your pain is merely a testament to the magnitude of your love. You are prepared not to stop the sorrow, but to navigate it with intention and profound dignity.